And we're moving on to some of life's lessons. This one, The Tale of the Butterfly. There's a story attributed to Henry Miller, the writer, about a little boy in India who walks up to a guru, an Indian wise man, who is sitting and looking at something in his hand. The little boy goes up and looks at it. He doesn't quite understand what it is, so he says to the guru, "What is that?" "It's a cocoon," the guru tells him. "Inside the cocoon is a butterfly. Soon the cocoon is going to split and the butterfly will come out. Could I have it?" asks the little boy. "Yes," says the guru, "but you must promise me that when the cocoon splits and the butterfly starts to come out and he is beating his wings to get out of the cocoon, you won't help him. Don't help the butterfly by breaking the cocoon apart. Let him do it himself." The little boy promised, took the cocoon, went home with it, and then sat and watched it. Finally, he saw it begin to vibrate and move and quiver, and finally the cocoon split. Inside was a beautiful damp butterfly, frantically beating its wings against the cocoon, trying to get out and not seeming to be able to do it. The little boy desperately wanted to help. Finally, he gave in and disobeyed the guru's orders. He pushed the two halves of the cocoon apart and the butterfly sprang out. But as soon as it got up into the air, it fell down to the ground and was killed. The little boy picked up the dead butterfly and in tears went back to the guru and showed it to him. "You see, little boy," the guru said, "you pushed open the cocoon, didn't you?" "Yes," said the little boy, and the guru said, "You don't understand. You didn't see what you were doing. When the butterfly comes out of the cocoon, the only way he can strengthen his wings is by beating them against the cocoon. It beats against the cocoon so its muscles will grow. When you helped it the way you did, you prevented it from getting strong. That's why the butterfly fell to the ground and was killed." It's a story every parent should remember and perhaps pass along to the youngsters when they're old enough to understand. Handing a child a toy he wants instead of letting him crawl across the room for it, or try his best to crawl for it, fulfilling his every whim, loading him down with the shiny, beautiful things of our society before he really needs or desires them, talking about the importance of grades in school instead of the importance of education. All these things tend to weaken the muscles he should be developing on his own so that when the time comes for him to fly, he will have the strength he needs. It's a good story to tell at the dinner table and to discuss. So often, what seems harsh or cruel in nature is in reality wisdom and kindness for the times ahead. It's another great way to look at life in general and just realize that, some of the things that we see as struggles or being hard or being cruel or unfair are the things that are needed for us to grow into our ideal selves, into our unlimited selves, to see our potential more and more. Often, I don't think there can't be a time when change can happen without this kind of struggle or without this difficult time for growth. So, when you're in a situation where it just doesn't feel fair, where it feels harsh, or one that you might not even be in control of, especially, where you seem like it's very easy to blame or consider yourself the victim of, to step back and try and recognize what the lesson is in this situation, because that's what's happening. You're being, taught to grow in a way that allows you to see more and become more aware of possibilities. So no matter what your situation is, no matter what you're involved in, no matter what you're confronted with, recognize that there's a lesson in it. See the growth and realize that the struggle is part of their lesson that you have to learn, and then learn it. All right, guys. Have an amazing Friday, and we'll see you either tomorrow or after the weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.